Hey there, you filthy animals, Mr. Dirty, back with another episode of Bullshit. This is a portion of the GTM show where we like to check out ramen noodles and pretty much any kind of soup that comes in a package like this, and we'll even do the brick form. Today we're going to be checking out this cool little package though from FF, which is, I guess, stands for fashion food. Really odd name, but there you have it. FF Instant Noodles. Alright, and that's the package you're looking for. It does come in like this little kind of rice bowl, like a steamer kettle type deal. And as far as Oriental flavor, you know, that's kind of vague, but we do see in the picture there's like eggs, some chicken, some kind of a red looking broth, and some veggies, you know, some bushy looking stuff right there. This one's pretty interesting because it does come with its own bowl like this with a lid on it, and you normally don't see that. I say Oriental flavor is like a pretty vague type of description for it, but I did notice in the ingredients that it did mention chicken, it did mention chili powder, it mentioned garlic, and a few other seasonings that we normally see in these ramen bowls. At least we know from the picture and from the ingredients that we are dealing with some sort of a chicken flavor going on here as far as Oriental flavor. Now the instructions on this one, and I've gone over this container 2 or 3 times, now it just says to open the lid, pour in the boiling water along with the seasoning packets and the oil packet, and then close the lid and let it sit for 3 minutes, and then enjoy. That's it. It doesn't even tell you how much water to put in here, so we're just going to fill it up to where we think is probably a good place to be. Enough to revive the noodles and revive the freeze-dried veggies that it claims are in here. Crack this open and see what we got. Don't seem to have any scissors or knives, but what I do have is the sharp end of the dabber tool. There we go. Alright, and there's the price tag on it still, $1.79. I guess that's what we scooped this for. And yeah, it's a pretty cool container there. Now right off the bat, as soon as I opened that up, I got hit in the face with kind of like a top ramen noodle kind of scent going on. That's interesting. It comes with a fork. This is extremely modern, or it's been packaged for US use or something like that. I expect like teeny tiny little chopsticks or something. Okay, there's our freeze-dried dehydrated vegetable pouch right there. Mostly white. I'm gonna assume that's like dehydrated onions and then some green bits. An oil packet, and it really looks gross. That looks like just a packet of lard. Tiny little noodle brick. There you go. These noodles are kind of dark in color. You know, normally they're kind of bleachy looking white. These almost look like wheat. They're so dark brown. And a powdered seasoning pouch. And the instructions say to put all this in the bowl, you know, right off the bat. Not to put any of this in after the fact. So let's go ahead and do that now. I guess we'll start with our brown noodles. And these are way thinner noodles compared to you know, the normal ramen noodles that you would be scooping up. These are like even smaller than some of the angel hair that I've seen. These are very thin. Surprised there's an awful lot of broken ones going on here. And yeah, now that I've ripped that open and they're in there, yeah, this smells an awful lot like Top Ramen. We've talked in the past about how their noodles have their own flavor. And no matter what individual flavor of the varieties that they have going on, whether it be pork or beef or chicken, they all taste the same because the noodles have a flavor to begin with. Just the smell alone. Here goes that vegetable pouch. And the oil. Skeet, 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 skeet. Our seasoning packet. Oh, this is wow, very black. Whoa, there were 2 things attached to that. Okay, so we got some kind of black seasoning that just came out. What smells and looks like chopped up collard greens. I have no idea what that was about. And we'll bust off the other side here, where we've got, okay, that looks like fucking beach sand. Yeah, that looks like beach sand going on there. I'm not gonna lie, this all smells like some incredibly cheap shit right now. And last but not least, a random amount of boiling water. Alright, we'll cover that up. Wait 3 minutes, and we'll just be right back with a jump cut. Alright guys, it's been 3 minutes. We can now check out what's going on inside this bowl. And just touching it with my hands, this is scalding fucking hot right now. Let's crack the lid, see what we got. Okay, a little bit of steam coming up. Doesn't smell very nice. I can't quite put my finger on that, but yes I can. It smells like collard greens cooking, which is what looked like came out of that the one black package that was strapped onto our powdered flavoring. Alright, take a peek right there. Yeah, if I tilt it anymore, it's going to spill out. Very hot. There's our noodles right there. Okay, so they've doubled in size. You can see that collard green looking stuff on there. The broth is very clear on this one. It does have like a yellow kind of golden hue to it, but it is very clear. You know, it's not a thicker looking soup like we've seen with some of the other soup, you know, the more common supermarket brand bowls. One thing I can say is it no longer smells like top ramen, but it does smell an awful lot like the rice noodles that we had a couple weeks back. These noodles are still way thinner than what you would normally see on any type of ramen noodle bowl or a pallet brick. Alright, it's all stirred up. Here we go. Okay, the flavor on these noodles, the noodles themselves, is slightly above that of top ramen, and the noodles have more of the gauge, texture, and whatnot of angel hair pasta. Let's get one more hit of this real quick. At first I thought that that white stuff in that dehydrated pouch was dehydrated onions, because I saw it listed on the ingredients, but no. That has turned into little balls of chicken puffs. Now the broth has a kick to it. There is a bit of a spice that goes along with that for sure. Like you saw chili powder, straight up chili. I saw a few other paprika, stuff like that in the ingredients, and yeah, it comes through definitely. It's got a little heat build up. The back of my throat is burning right now, and the flavor of those vegetables, I'm going to tell you, it's collard greens. That's what it tastes like to me. I also see some red flecks in there. That could be, you know, the paprika, or there might be other kinds of red peppers in there. So, but definitely, yeah, this is a spicy one right here. Because those noodles, though, overall, it's just got this cheapness about it. Sip a little bit of the broth, you know, get a little bit of the flavor without the noodles, and then we'll give it a rating. Yeah, the broth itself, very spicy. Way more of a heat buildup now because I didn't have any of the noodle to cut that back. Very, very salty. Overall, the broth itself isn't bad. They need a way higher quality noodle, though, to go with that. As it is right now, I probably wouldn't buy this again. If someone offered it to me, I'd probably thumbs down it. So I'm going to have to give this an overall rating of 2 out of 5. Yeah, there you have it. The FF Instant Noodles Oriental flavor. And, I would say if you're into spicy chicken type stuff and you're not too discerning about your ramen noodles, maybe you'd like this. If you had it already, let me know what you think. You can leave me a message down in the comment section. You can also follow me on Twitter @TheRealMrDirty. And as always, get out of here, go have a rotten day.